Good morning, everybody. Well, actually, yes, it would be morning for you guys. It would still kind of be nighttime for me, considering that my hours are a little bit off from everybody else's. Oh my God, look at this rat's nest that's going on here. All right, so today I was kind of debating on doing my own personal rant, or if I should just, not not go there, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to rant about, but that I would save that for a special time. But I would like to I think I'm gonna do a card pull for today, and it's Labor Day, and I don't know. I'm trying to check out the lighting here, and also my hair. Oh my goodness, it is very nappy. It's been a long night. So I'd like to. I'm gonna go ahead and just introduce myself for those who don't know. My name is Melanie, but I do go by Aquarian Essence or Electrical Essence. Electrical Essence is actually my DJ name, and Aquarian Essence is who I am. I am the Aquarian Essence. I connect very much so into the Aquarian nature. I have Aquarius very strong in a lot of my charts. I am an Aquarian Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Moon in the first house. So I am, yes, all the things, all the fun and negative and positive things that go with having a Cancer Moon, Moon in the first house. First house is the original house of Aries, so it is a very, it's a very yang house. It's a fire house, so I have a very fiery moon. I'm a very fiery person when I want to be. Red is my power color. It's not my favorite color, but it's my power color. And I do adore fire signs. I love fire signs more than anything. And after fire signs, I love Geminis. I do. I adore me some Geminis. And I think because I like that Mercury, my phone's going off. I enjoy that Mercury, that mindset, and that just being able to think really quickly, and communication style and all that of Mercury. Now my chart is Moon and Uranian ruled. My birth date and all that, and the degrees, everything was in the decan of Uranus. Now my moon at 13 degrees in my first house is Pluto ruled, and I am a 7 degrees Cancer rising. And my sun is at 9 degrees, and my solar return always comes in on a day before on a 8 degrees. I have sun and moon, or I'm sorry, sun and Mercury in the 8th house. I have the north and south node in my 3rd and 9th house. I like to do the cusping houses, instead of equal houses, the cusp houses where it kind of intercepts a little bit with the way the 12 houses are, the 360 degrees of the pie is cut up. That's way I can really explain it. Then it kind of aspects in between the 8th and 9th house. I have my north node. It's not tight in a stellium. It's actually it wouldn't really be considered into a stellium, but when you're looking at the chart, it flows in together. But I do have a stellium in Virgo. I have my Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn in a stellium going from my 3rd and my 4th house. Saturn in my 4th house. I have Pluto aspecting from my 4th, 5th house, and I have Uranus in my 5th house, and my 5th house is Scorpio. My 6th house is Sagittarius, and I do have my Neptune in the 6th house, and that would explain a lot of Sagittarius in my life. I seem to draw in a lot of Sagittariuses. I used to draw in a lot of Pisces, but that was always like that's actually a long story and really hard to explain. But I have Venus and Pisces aspecting in my 9th and 10th house, and on my midheaven. Right now Neptune is at 15 degrees Pisces. He was on 16 degrees Pisces there for a while. He was just right on top of my Venus for a very long time, but now he's retrograding. And let's see here. I'm trying to think. After a while, I have. I have some cool stuff. My most coolest aspect in my chart is my Pluto trine Mercury. I love my Pluto trine Mercury, and I have Pluto squared my moon, which is sometimes not fun at all. And I talk to the planets. I've been talking to planets for years. Mostly I will start talking to Saturn. I moon gaze. I love the moon. I follow the moon. I am moon ruled. How can I not love the moon? I have my stellium in Virgo. I think is connected to with a lot of Pisces I draw in, and I do draw in a lot of Virgos. Leo moon's like nobody's fucking business, and Sagittarian suns, but I love Sagittarius's though. And lately it's mostly been Sagittarius and Leo. I've been noticing Scorpios a little bit. Well, not so much with Scorpios. It's been kind of hit and miss here and there with Scorpios. But you know, I did avoid it for a very long time in my life because that was just because of a lot of research that I did. I've been researching zodiac signs since my teens. Oh my god, I should throw that thing out the window. I was researching zodiac signs. I've actually zodiac signs, that was like my thing, like my major thing. And then after that I got into charts, but sorry, yeah, I got into charts, but when I got into charts, I was kind of learning more into like the sun and moon, and rising, and I really didn't get into doing charts until about it's been, oh yeah, I'm trying to think, 2012, so about 6 years ago. And what I do all kinds of different things. Charts. I do most of my charts by hand. I don't have, well, I have a mini software on my laptop, but it's not really anything for doing charts. Oh sorry. But I do my charts by hand. I have, well, you probably can't see, but I have some books. I do have some online books and stuff. A lot of them, oh my god, my eyes starting to water from all the yawning. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, well, I've been actively doing like hands-on research, coming up with different theories, cross-referencing different things, especially zodiac signs. I started doing that in my teens, high school time. And when it comes to doing different forms of astrology, so what I got again? I'm so sorry. I started doing I started getting into like predictive astrology, karmic soul, all of that. I started getting into that a few years ago. I montaged out a lot of different styles of astrology. There's some that I really like. Some are just, it's okay. Predictive astrology is kind of aligns with me with like, it's like horoscopes, like, because you know how you read in the paper and your horoscope, like that's just like a generalization, and half the time it's not even a generalization. Now transits, I check the transits every day, almost every day. I try to remember. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my goodness, you don't want me to be on so much, but I do have let's see, I'm just gonna start watering in a second so you can see it. The zodiac deck. So you know, I said I was gonna pull a card for today. And it is Labor Day, and it is 3rd. So it is a 9/3/2018, which is a 9/3/11. 9 is ruled by Mars, 3 is ruled by Jupiter, and the 11 can be linked into, you know, well, it's a double twin flame activation year, and also to 11th house of Aquarius. We are in the beginning, well, we're a couple degrees into the age of Aquarius. Oops, I was carving through that one. And, but 11 breaks down to a 2, so it would be, and plus it's a Monday. Monday's ruled by the moon, so today is a Monday, moon ruled Monday, also Mars. Mars rules 9, 3 is Jupiter, and then the 11 breaks down to a 2, so it's moon, so it's like a double moon with Mars and Jupiter. Today would be a really good day for anything linked in with the moon: imagination, creativity, psychic ability, and empathics type stuff. And then Jupiter would be really good for expansion and higher mind. Mars would be good for action, you know, just taking action and doing things that is correlated in with Jupiter type things and moon ruled things. Let's see here. And it was a Capricorn card that flew out. Just do another shuffle. I'm one of those I like to like just get in there with my cards, you know, kind of get all that energy in there. So a pull today, just something for today, Labor Day. Let's see here. Alright, one more time. Still getting used to the whole camera thing. Alright. Neptune. Aha. Good old Neptune. Neptune, that is, he's retrograde, and Neptune retrograde usually kind of clears out a lot of that smoke for us, you know, because he's always blowing hot smoke up our ass about spirituality, and he thinks, you know, you think you got it, then he's like, nah, you don't got it, just, you know. Neptune, I call it the drunk Bill Cosby planet, because, you know, once you get you drunk and stoned and high, and, you know, and Neptune's linked in with sex and music and zoning out and drugs and escaping, not being in this realm mentally. Neptune is very creative. Neptune is about arts and all that. Neptune is the planet of illusions. And we got Jupiter. Jupiter's planet of expansion and abundance. It's the planet of good luck and generosity. It is the ruler of Pisces and Sagittarius. Neptune is a planet that co-rules with Jupiter, Pisces, and Earth. Well, that's kind of fitting considering that we are in the season of Virgo right now in Western astrology and tropical astrology and sidereal. I believe that we are still in Leo season. Let's see one more card here. Cancer. Now, you know, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we've got the Cancer, we got Earth, and we've got Neptune and Jupiter. And what that is saying is home. Cancer's linked to home, also nurturing and emotions and food. Cancer's linked with cooking. Taurus would be more like eating and knowing good food, but Cancer, you know, a lot of chefs have that Cancer aspect. Writing. Writing's really good with them, you know, especially with today being the, you know, the 9, 3, and 11. The moon with Jupiter, all that's really good for writing and creativity. It's called Saturn. Oh yeah, Saturn. No, we're not going to talk about Saturn, okay? So, and then I would like to pull just from out of my regular big old huge deck, just a card for the day too. Four of Wands, and Four of Wands is the Lord of perfected work. And the Four of Wands, Wands is a fire energy card, and with the four is actually linked in with Uranus and also the North Node and perfected work. Now Wands, that's four is a very stable number because, you know, it can bring with all elements. And you know what, just for just a little bit of clarity, I'm just going to pull one more just for the fun of it, you know, get a little bit more clarity on that one, because Ten of Swords, Lord of Ruin, Gemini, Sun. Seems like very dualistic in energy. Let's see here. Today's going to be a very fiery day, see, and it's going to be something that's correlated with some type of work. And, you know, just, let's see here. And for a goddess card, gotta pull a goddess card. These cards are amazing. I love these cards. The Knight of Pentacles, Leo Virgo, it is Epona, Earth. She is fertile and wild and swift, a sorceress. Get grounded, manifest wealth, have a plan of action, and go for it. You can manifest through your roots, strengthen your root chakra. And root chakra is correlated with Earth. All right, so, and let's split this deck. Action, the Tiger Lily. All right, you guys, so give you a little bit of astrological background. I'll speak a little bit more. Just wanted to share a few things in my chart. And I'll be sharing a lot more. Every time I try to do videos, a lot of times I've been having major electronic problems. You know, Uranus and Taurus grounding all that Uranian energy in is really fucking with me, especially being an Aquarius. It's just here everywhere. But I'll be showing more. I'll be doing more videos. I don't know. I'm really getting used to being on camera. I don't like being on moving camera. Pictures I don't usually mind, but yeah. So I'm gonna get ready to do some readings for some people, and I do offer free readings when it comes to tarot with natal charts. You know, there are times when I do actually do just fucking cards, free natal charts. A lot of times it's like if I'm doing a type of research or a certain, like a study or something like that, a lot of times like certain charts, certain people, like I'll pull the chart and it'll be, you know, and I'd want to use it into the research like I did. I'm actually still working a little bit on I'm almost done with my Pluto Venus research, and I have your Aries and Pisces research. I have a wall actually over here with Pisces and Aries chart, because it's something that I have a theory on, and also something too that I was trying to figure out, and which I'm pretty sure I got figured out, but I'm gonna gather a couple more charts. So I do free, you know, free services and stuff like that. I also do, I do a lot of other things as well. Dream Decoder. I also do life coaching, mentoring. I also teach astrology. I'm actually got some courses coming up. I will have to put the links in another video. So you can find me on Facebook under Electrical Essence and Unique Vibrations, or Mystical Inc. Mystical Inc. Incorporated with Metaphysical Advisors. That is me, and then other people that have their own thing as a mystical advisor. I am a mystical minister. I am an ordained minister. I'm a high priestess. And the type of ministering that I like to do is very occult based, and very open, very non-religion, very more I'm not gonna say spiritual, it's more soul than spiritual. And just gonna the cards today. All right, you guys have a good day.